Today we are dealing with the aftermath of my upstairs neighbors leaking directly into my unit again. This wallpaper? Yeah, it didn't stand a chance. And while I'm already up here battling soggy chaos, I figured why not finally deal with the giant canyon-sized gaps above my kitchen cabinets too.
So I have never removed paper wallpaper before, which is great because I love starting projects when I have absolutely no idea what the I'm doing. So I'm gonna peel off all of this water damage stuff. Actually, I'm gonna peel off all of it. And then I'm going to replace it with wallpaper that I believe I showed you guys earlier. And I am hoping that it doesn't peel, bubble, or fall off mid-video. Oh, I also have to teeter on a step stool and caulk the top of my cabinets because there are these giant canyons in them that have really been bothering me. So let's see how this goes. Oh. It has arrived. I have been waiting for this package for like 2 weeks. Oh, hi guys. That's not your box. It was supposed to get here a lot earlier, but they had some like technical difficulties. Shh, patience is a virtue, child. Okay, well I gotta open this thing. Oh, I need scissors. Oh, why is it always the scissors? Hey, no. I'm so glad you don't listen for excuse you. I am so excited to see how this looks. Ooh. That's pretty. It's a little more muted than I thought it would be, but I think that actually might be perfect so that it's not like overwhelming. Environmentally friendly wallpapers, paper, I'm talking. I'm in the middle of talking. Shh. Let's test this out. So I have already inspected this wall because I wanted to make sure that there was no mold or potential mold or anything like that. For reference, this water damage happened over the summer and it is May now. So it's been almost a year. So I know for a fact it's completely dry and there's no bubbling going on here. And really it's sort of aesthetically a problem, but structurally it's not. So I have no idea how to start removing this. I did watch one YouTube video and this guy explained that if you take like a knife or something and you slice it, that there are two parts to the wallpaper, the side with the print and the side without it. I don't know if that's the case for this wallpaper. I have a sneaking suspicion that it is not, based off the fact that this feels just like paper. It's kind of coming off, but it is taking the paint with it. Oh, that's what he was talking about. Nevertheless, I don't think that this method is going to work. My other plan for doing this is gonna be to steam it. And now I don't know if that's going to work exceptionally well, but it's what I've got, so I'm gonna try that. So I have my little Beisel steam shot cleaner, and I'm hoping that this works. The idea here is that it sort of like breaks up the adhesive. Oh, wait, what the f? Did that work? Okay, that worked for the most part. I mean, it is taking up some of the paint with it, but that's fine. As long as I'm not taking like dents out of my wall and it's not like all f***ed up, then that's fine by me. Okay. Dude, I got Live and La Vida Loca stuck on my head. I'm not gonna lie, after steaming this, I thought there was gonna be like a lot more damage, and there's really not, and it just peels right off. That is shocking. Look, it's peeling off, peeling off. Look at that, clean. You're interrupting my video with your nose trumpeting, Timothy. Whole sheet came off. F yeah. It is now time for the water damaged area. This better be the last time I'm dealing with water damage, or I'm gonna lose it. After the patchwork in the bathroom that I had to do and then this, I'm done. Water damage that has nothing to do with me. Yeah, that wasn't actually that bad. I thought it was gonna be a lot worse. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I am genuinely shocked at how easy that was to remove. That was traditional wallpaper where I pasted the wall and I stuck it on there, and honestly, I was hoping I would never have to remove it because I have seen some sort of wallpaper horror stories where you see like people sitting there with a scraper and like you end up with like dents in your wall because you kind of might nick the wall and like all sorts of stuff. That was not the case with this. I think that has everything to do with the fact that I used my steam cleaner on this. Something about the steam, it like loosens the adhesive to where I could just pull the wallpaper off in a sheet and there's no sticky residue. There are some little patches where the steam kind of like lifted, it like pulled the paint a little bit with the adhesive. So I am just gonna go in with my orbital sander and sort of like smooth those areas out, and then I'm going to paint the wall. Now, if you are anything like Tim, you may be asking yourself, why is it that I am painting this wall when I'm just gonna end up putting wallpaper over it anyways? And I assure you I have good reason. The first time that I put up the wallpaper in here, so like the dog wallpaper, and this wall was sort of this like blue-gray before. I didn't think that that would be an issue at the time, and so I tried to put wallpaper over that. The problem was that you could still see the different shades, the different hues of blue and white that were underneath it. You know what? I know that this is not the same shade of white, but I hate this water stain and I don't currently have the ceiling paint color, so we're just gonna work with what we got because it's better than the color that's there right now. So yeah, that is why it is important if you are going to wallpaper an area, you're gonna want to have the same consistent color underneath. It's a good idea to have a sort of like white or cream base underneath. Okay, so while this is drying, I'm gonna go handle some that's really been bothering me. Let's go do that. I would like to take a second to talk to you guys about the atrocity that is the tops of these kitchen cabinets and how it has been testing my sanity recently. I mean, it's been testing my sanity for at least 6 months. I have been possibly putting this off. But you know when like you know something's a problem and then after looking at it for a while, it just like reappears in a special light that just inflicts rage? I don't know if that's just me. Like something's changed in the energy of this f***ery right here. I want to do something about it. So today we are going to be caulking the cracks. I don't really know if that's what you're supposed to do in this situation, but that's the idea that came to mind when I looked at that. So we're just gonna run with it and see how it goes. So I can't really explain it. I'm not sure why, but I feel like this is the safest corner to start with. So I'm just gonna like shove some of this stuff in there. Really just kind of hope for the best. You know what I mean? Dare I say, it's working, and that looks so much better. I don't know why they wouldn't have done this in the first place. They've got these crooked ass cabinets in here, tilting sideways and stuff, and they could have just caulked it. They could have just done, listen, if I can do it, they could have done it. Like, you can seriously see the difference between the caulk side and the not caulk side. If I was the person that installed these cabinets, it would have pushed my button so bad, I don't think I could have been able to handle this. See, I don't understand why that was so hard to do. It took me like 20 minutes. And it makes a massive difference. Well, now that that itch is scratched, I'm gonna go see if that paint's dry. So, it has been about 24 hours since I painted this wall. It's nice and dry, it's nice and even, more importantly. And now it is ready for wallpaper. So I don't really have a plan for this. I'm honestly just going to put some paste on there and just stick it on there. So luckily for me, I already have all of the supplies that I need for this because, like I said, I have done this before. So I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you have ever considered putting wallpaper in your house, do it. I'll link this one down below, and in my previous video, I linked the wallpapers that I used in my old apartment. If you don't like those, luckily for you, there are millions of different wallpapers that there are on the internet that you can buy. Find one that you like and go for it. I seriously encourage it. It makes all the difference in a space. If you rent, use peel and stick. If you own, use peel and stick or use pastable wallpaper. I've used every form of wallpaper you can think of. So that being said, this is the wallpaper we're gonna be doing today. I use this wallpaper paste that I've used in the past. I used it even for this dog wallpaper. I absolutely love it. I will also link that down below. I think they sell, I got mine at Lowe's, I think, but they might sell it other places. Regardless, I'll put that so that you guys can, if you need, you can find it. And then I got this wallpapering kit. I think I got this off of Amazon. Anyways, they're only like 12 bucks or something like that for like the whole thing. And it comes with a brush. This is for the paste. This is to smooth the paper onto the wall. This is also for like finer work with smoothing it onto the wall. And this is to press seams together. There is a string and a weight, which honestly, I've seen people use it. I've never used it. There's a lot of different ways you can do this. And I honestly think a lot of them are kind of overkill. So I'm just gonna show you the way that I do it because I feel like it's the easiest and I've never had a problem with it. Hey, Tim. Does this look straight to you?
Yeah. Why don't you just start against the wall?
Because you're supposed to start in the middle.
Why?
Because then you have an even pattern. Just stop asking questions. I gotta get this done. You're supposed to start in the middle. Did it look straight or not?
Yeah, it looked straight. But even if you start at the edge, it's an even pattern.
End up with big pieces over here and then a little ass piece right there and then it looks weird. Stop asking questions. Just accept the process as it is. If you're not putting up the wallpaper, stop asking questions. Too many cooks in the kitchen.
I'm just...
Does your boyfriend ask questions constantly while you're trying to get something done? Then you should try a can of good old fashioned, can you shut the f up so I can get this done? Just like Mom used to serve.
Hey, are you filming right now?
Where's that can opener?
Asking. I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys, normally I do this by myself, but because Tim is standing here right now.
Where's the thing?
What thing?
This thing.
The vent cover?
Yeah.
I took it off, it's right here. Cause I gotta paste around it.
You can see into the bedroom.
Because he's standing here, I'm just gonna take advantage of that. You're just wiping stuff on my clothes now.
No, I didn't do anything. I tripped.
Oh, that's right. That's what I did before was I pre-pasted the wall a little bit. I tend to put my wallpaper first in the middle, and I can't remember where I saw that. It was probably the first time I ever hung up wallpaper, but my reasoning for it is usually because you don't know how straight your wall is gonna be, and you don't wanna start in one corner and then it looks straight and like everything's fine, and then by the time you get to the other side, the whole thing's crooked. Now, before I paste this wallpaper or stick this wallpaper to the wall, the first thing I do is pre-paste it because the paste takes a little bit of time to dry, so you don't have to worry about being too fast with it. But I just find that it's easier because once you find the place that your paper is supposed to go, then you just stick it. The thing that's really great about this paste is that if you don't get it right the first time, you can sort of just peel it off and then readjust and so on and so forth, which is actually what I'm gonna do right now. I gotta clean this baseboard. It's been hiding behind this dresser. Probably should have done that beforehand. Oh well. I'm on to, oh, that's paste. My second roll of wallpaper. And I only have this little bit left. So I just had to purchase an entire other roll for that tiny little spot.
Overall, I'm feeling very excited about my choice in wallpaper. I was a little nervous at first that it wouldn't go with everything else that I've done with the house, but I can confidently say that I was totally wrong about that. I'm also very happy with how much of a difference this caulking made to the kitchen cabinets. They just overall look better. If you're interested in videos like the one you're watching now, then this video here might be worth a watch.